Hey guys, welcome to episode number 124. Today is Monday, so it's Update Monday, and it's been kind of a rough week. We ended up losing Pauline, the turtle, formerly Paul. If you remember, a couple weeks ago I made a video and I noticed immediately that she was under some distress. I wasn't quite sure what it was, but she was acting funny. And I've been on high alert for the last month just because of what's been happening with Speedy. So I noticed very quickly that something was wrong with her. She was staying out of the water, and when she was in the water, she was kind of clinging to some of the plants, wasn't really swimming around a lot, and then that was followed by maybe a day or two of just kind of sleeping towards the bottom of the tank for most of the day, and literally whatever it was that did her in took her out really quick, because it was a matter of days. I wasn't even quite sure what exactly was wrong. The symptoms were kind of all over the place, and it didn't really make sense to me, so I'm not quite sure what exactly happened. So that was a very sad day. I didn't make any videos towards the end of last week as a result of it, and I got pretty hard on myself because I am trying to give these guys an ideal habitat, but I am trying to make it look as visually appealing as possible. And guys, it's really tough to balance the two, because turtles are just like children, or just like puppies. They're gonna put anything that fits in their mouth, and that's especially true with diamondback terrapins. If it fits in their mouth, they're going to eat it. It doesn't matter if it tastes good or not. So I'm assuming that it's something that she ate that made her sick, or that it, caused an impaction, or in some way caused her to die very quickly. Now Speedy right here still isn't out of the woods yet, but I do believe that whatever is in his system is at the very end. He has been eating recently, and I think with another week or so of trying to get whatever that is out, I think he should be able to pass it, or I should be able to help him pass it. It's very close now. I can see it at the end of his tract, his opening there. So I'm really pulling for him. I think he's in really good spirits, and I think he'll make it through no problem. He's very strong, very healthy, and it's just an issue with his tail at this point. But what did I do as a reaction to the death of Pauline, formerly Paul? If you take a look at this tank, obviously the substrate is gone. I talked with Jonathan Helms over email, and he said that his tanks have no sand, they have no stones, they have no substrate whatsoever, and that his terrapins have been like that for the past 6 or 8 years, and they're fine. I've read that people like to keep turtles with sand. I've read that they like to keep turtles with stones. And my kind of pitfall here was I wanted the tank to look nice with the sand, and I mixed that with the crushed coral. But in the end, the sand is really easy to ingest, especially if the turtles are in a feeding frenzy, or if they think that there's something on the bottom that they can eat. They're going to ingest some of that sand. If some of it starts clogging them up, it can be a problem. So it's best to just remove the substrate altogether. I've done this with my fish for years, and I'm going to start doing it with my turtles from here on out. No more substrate in the turtle tanks. It's kind of sad for this tank because it looks really good with substrate in it, but the health of my turtles is obviously the #1 concern at this point, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So if you're watching this, please think twice. If you have any substrate in your tank that can fit in your turtle's mouth, they will eat it, especially if it's a diamondback terrapin. So that's the first thing I did. The second thing I did was I removed all of the plants and all of the stones, all of the rocks from up here on top. Some of the rocks were actually small enough to be ingested, and I'm sure that has also happened over the course of the last year or so. If I had properly graded the stones, I might just have all large stones, and it might be okay to keep those up here, but just to be safe, I've removed all of them from both sides. The only ones that are left are these big kind of boulders here that they can rest on underneath the basking light. So those are giant cobblestones, and you know, there's no way that, you know, they're going to be able to eat those, and that's what they rest on when they're underneath the basking light. But all those other stones are gone. I'm not sure if Pauline ingested plants, so I removed all of the pothos vines. The roots were obviously all over the place in the water, and the leaves were obviously all over the place up here. It allowed one of my turtles to escape last week just because of the overgrowth, so there will be no more escapes from this tank, and no one is going to ingest any sort of plant matter that I'm not 100% certain is safe for turtles. So as of right now, the tank is kind of boring, but it's a lot safer for the turtles themselves, and that's my primary concern right now, especially as I'm in the process of moving and in the process of dealing with Speedy's ailment. So the last thing that I am highly considering right now is changing these guys over into a stock tank. I think that is the end game solution for these turtles. I've started to realize that an aquarium, a glass aquarium, is not a suitable habitat for turtles. When they get over a year or two, these guys are only a year or 2 years old, they outgrow any size glass aquarium that you're going to put them in. It's not a long-term habitat. So the only long-term habitat that I've come to realize is that of a stock tank. So the sooner I can move these guys into a stock tank, the sooner they will be away from all of the silicone in this tank and away from anything else that could potentially hurt them or that they could potentially ingest. So that's kind of what I've done here with this aquarium. I know it looks a little sad at the moment. It's been a sad week, but you know, this is what I've had to do in order to make myself feel certain that they are as safe as they can be right now. And the future is going to be bright, I think, for these turtles. And I look forward to giving them the end game, the proper habitat that they truly deserve. And I'm very sorry that it took the life of one of my turtles to come to this conclusion here, guys. But hopefully you can learn from my errors here. The 3D background is going to have to wait. You know, I don't think that it contributed to the death of my turtle, but there's no way right now for me to be certain. So it's just one more thing that I need to remove from this equation in order to make myself feel comfortable that these turtles are out of danger. So the sooner I can get them out of this tank and into a stock tank, the better I'm going to feel. And from there, every decision I make is going to be with safety in mind first, and then after that is going to be aesthetics. So I hope you guys learned a little something, and I hope you guys will continue to follow my turtles. And I'm really sorry about what happened. So that's kind of what's going on, and hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.